This story still makes my blood boil, even though justice did catch up with her. I, 33M, live in a quiet gated community with my wife and our son, Noah 9, who was born with spina bifida. He uses a lightweight motorized wheelchair to get around, and while he's one of the happiest, most positive kids you'll ever meet, he's had to deal with more than his fair share of challenges. One of those challenges, unfortunately, came in the form of a woman named Karen. Karen, mid-60s, severe haircut, permanent glare, and an ever-present clipboard, is the self-appointed queen of the HOA. And when I say self-appointed, I mean it. She's just the loudest and most persistent one at every meeting. She walks the neighborhood like she owns it, filing violations against things like kids drawing on sidewalks with chalk or someone's mailbox being slightly too whimsical. We tried to stay off her radar until Noah got his new wheelchair. It was a slick, red, motorized model with custom controls so he could operate it independently. He was so proud of it. He even decorated it with Pokemon decals and had a small flag on the back so cars could see him more easily. Karen hated it from the moment she saw it. "It's a safety risk," she told my wife one afternoon as Noah rolled around the park near our house. My wife replied, "It's ADA compliant, and the park is public access." Karen scoffed, "Well, I don't think it fits the aesthetic of the neighborhood." We ignored her, like usual. Then came the day everything exploded. Noah had left his wheelchair parked under our carport for just a few minutes while he came inside to grab a snack. I was upstairs working from home when I heard my wife scream. I bolted down to find her and Noah in tears on the driveway. His wheelchair had been smashed. The wheels were bent, the electronics cracked, and the joystick completely broken off. At first, we thought maybe it had been hit by a car, but then we checked our Ring camera. There was Karen, marching up to the wheelchair, inspecting it like she was about to write a parking ticket, and then pushing it over. When it didn't break immediately, she returned moments later with a metal garden tool and began bashing the chair like she was auditioning for a horror movie. We immediately called the police. While we waited, Karen actually came back, probably thinking she could lie her way through it. "I was removing hazardous junk," she said calmly. "It's community property and was blocking the path." "That's my son's wheelchair, you psycho," my wife screamed. Karen just shrugged. The officers arrived within 10 minutes. We showed them the footage. They didn't need much convincing. Here's the kicker. Not only was she charged with destruction of personal property and vandalism, but since the wheelchair was a mobility aid protected under the Americans with Disabilities Act, it was considered a civil rights violation. She was arrested on the spot. The officers didn't even give her time to come up with an excuse before cuffing her right on our lawn. Karen screamed the whole time, saying we set her up, that the wheelchair was fake, and that our disabled kid shouldn't be rolling around unsupervised. Our neighbors came out to watch. One guy actually applauded as she was driven away. We filed a civil suit, and the HOA held an emergency vote. Karen was removed from any position she held and banned from approaching our property. The court later ordered her to pay restitution for the chair, plus damages. Noah got a brand new wheelchair, even better than the first one, and a parade of cards, gifts, and support from the entire neighborhood. He even joked, "Can I drive the new one over her garden?" We said no, but only because we like following the law. Karen learned the hard way that when you attack someone's mobility, you don't just break the law, you violate their humanity. And the law doesn't play around with that.